big moment where you're ready to get a little bling bling. Maybe it's your anniversary. Maybe it's that moment that you're engaged for the big day. Or maybe you just like diamonds. But if you're confused, we got you tonight. Our special guest is the amazing bestie friend of mine, Jeff Standley, that actually this is a flip for you.
It is.
Because normally you're on the other side
True.
of the camera, and now you're as a guest.
I am. Thank you.
I'm so excited. There's no other person that can explain the world of diamonds better than you.
Well, there probably is, but I make it simple and realistic for everybody to understand because a lot of people think that it's so complicated, and it's really very simple.
But it is complicated from what I understand because there are the 4 C's. There's the color, there's the clarity, there's the cut, and then there's the carat weight, right?
And then the guy gets the 5th one, which is the cost.
I love it. I love it. The cost.
But it's really not difficult if you know what you like. Mm-hmm. This is not something you're going to loan to your friend Chris or to your sister or anybody else. This is your ring. So regardless of what's out there, you need to make sure you love this.
Right.
Don't worry about what your friends are going to say, and you don't want so unique and so different that you get bored with it very easily. Timeless, classic designs stay forever.
I love that. So let's talk about that, but let's talk about that timeless, classic design with the 4 C's. Okay. So tell me the difference in color. Clearly, there's a huge difference in price from a flawless to yellow or iridescent, whatever.
Everybody has their own taste. Some women just want a big diamond.
Right.
Some women want one that will sparkle from across the room. Mm-hmm. Some people are not particular about it, and some just want the very best. If I were dealing with you, I would know exactly your taste and your style since we've known each other for more than 20 years,
right.
Exactly where to lead you for what you would like and tell you what out of the 4 C's is most important to you. Because you're going to see color. Color is the first thing you see when you look at a diamond. Mm-hmm. So is it white and bright, or is it kind of warm and yellow looking, and you go, oh, it's pretty, but it has that little bit of hint to it.
Right.
Well, that tells me right there you don't want to see any of that. Mm-hmm. So I need to listen to what you're telling me, not what I want to sell you, but what I want you to wear and be proud of.
Right. So in when you're talking about the color, is that where we talk about the flaws, or is that the clarity?
Color is what you see. So that's color. D is the brightest, and then Z is the yellowest at a Z, so it'd be like a yellow diamond. If you want a yellow diamond, get one that says canary. And let's just do it all the right way instead of just a warm diamond.
Right.
So when you talk inclusions, you're talking clarity. So you're looking at a I3 is the very bottom scale. You look at it and you're going to see a big black spot or a cloudiness or a hue in there. And we don't want to see that.
Right.
We want to see something that's beautiful that I have to use a magnification of some sort in order to see the imperfection.
Right.
Because all diamonds, unless they're flawless or internally flawless, have some kind of imperfection birthmark in them.
So I love that when you say birthmark. And so just to clarify, if you're looking at the ring and comparing it to other people's or under a microscope or a scope that you guys use in the jewelry world, you notice those imperfections. But more than likely, unless it's a huge imperfection, you're probably not going to notice it by the naked eye, correct?
Correct, depending on how good your eyesight is and depending on where it is.
Right.
If it's off to the side and it can be covered with a prong, no big deal. If it's dead center in black, you definitely don't want to see that because the guys will go, oh, that's beautiful, and the girls will grab your hand and pull it up as close to their face as they can get it to stare into it. So you want to make sure that you're happy with whatever you get. Again, you're not going to loan this to somebody.
Right.
If you can see something in there, you're always going to go back to that one spot and it's going to drive you crazy.
Right.
So drop the diamond weight down some, drop down another area that you can get by with to get that diamond you're going to love. It doesn't have to be a D, flawless diamond.
Right.
You could get an E or an F, and it's going to do the same thing as long as you have a well-cut grade and no big imperfections or birthmarks inside the center that you can see.
So that's the next cut. So cut's important too.
Cut is very important.
Yes. So let's talk about cut.
Cut is 80% of your diamond's value. So when you call it a princess cut, that's really a shape of a diamond. It's square. A round brilliant is a round brilliant. A cut is where they place a facet in a diamond to reflect light back up out of the diamond to give you that sparkle when you move your hand like this. So for me and you, I would do at least a very good to excellent or ideal cut diamond because I know you want that sparkle factor.
Right.
That is you, that is your personality, that is what you like. Another woman may say, I just want it to be a 2 carat. It doesn't have to be the most beautiful or most expensive diamond.
Right.
Strictly, again, I'm feeding off of you, your personality, and what you have told me you're looking for.
Right. So the customer, you have to know when you're diamond shopping, you need to know, you need to do your homework. You need to know what's important to you of those 4 C's, the most important, and rank them.
And you're not really going to notice those until you actually see it in person.
Right.
Because everything online looks different, everything on Pinterest doesn't show you the side view and how high that diamond is sitting. So you have to physically see it in person to see what we're talking about. So I can compare a colorless with a near colorless and see where in between I can make that happen for you
Right.
in your budget.
Well, I was going to say, and the most important is budget, because you need to know the budget so that you know your options. So tell
Correct.
me some stories. You've been doing this for a very long time. So tell me some story. Tell me a story about where I love that you love to make people so happy. But tell me a great story that turns us back into the 4 C's and how important they are to the individual person to make them happy.
Everybody is different. So does your boyfriend, fiance, husband for your anniversary gift, is there an unlimited budget or are we sticking with something?
Right.
I had customers, I guess it was probably 7 or 8 years ago, came in, had not shopped in like 25 years for diamonds, had no idea what the cost was. He gave me a budget, and I'm like, okay, let me show you what that budget will get you today.
Right.
And he saw what it was, and he was kind of offended. He says, it's okay. We can afford anything she wants, so let's just let her choose what she wants. It was a 50-year wedding anniversary, so he was looking at around $3,000 and saw what that would buy and felt that she was worth much more than that, and they could do it. Whereas 50 years prior to, that little 1/4 carat solitaire diamond was all that they could afford, but it lasted for 50 years.
I love that.
So that's where you have to go and go, okay, what is most important to you now?
Right. And I will say, you as a personal friend, it really, for you, what I love about you is no matter who the customer is, you have customers from 20 years ago, you know, when you first started in the business, because you make that customer feel like $1 million, whether they're spending $1,500 on their first diamond or $50,000 on the 50th.
Right.
You know, and so for you, what I love is that, you know, all those things are on the table, but it's not about the sale. It's about the happiness factor that you pass on.
And there's a lot of people that are fine with an inexpensive diamond. It's all about the
Yes,
commitment.
of course. It's about the
so
commitment.
who's coming in? The commitment or, oh, I'm 27 and I need to get married because all my friends are getting married.
Right.
Where are we at? Let me figure out who you are and what we're looking for so I can better assist you. Because nowadays you have natural diamonds and you have a lab-created diamond.
Right. Which you were the first to say those lab-created diamonds are diamonds.
Who are you?
Right.
Which one are you? Are you a natural because it came out of the ground and it's 1 billion years old? Or
Right.
do you want a 2, 2.5, or 3 carat because that works in the budget and because it's the same chemical properties, it's a diamond?
Right.
Which one are you?
But now
You
we
tell
have
me.
to say that the lab-created diamonds are amazing. They're beautiful. But they don't, you're not going to be able to retrieve your money on those.
It's still unknown. I mean, it's
Right.
relatively new for the actual lab-created diamond, but they are certified. They are all chemical properties of a diamond. They sparkle, test as a diamond. Nobody but you and somebody
Right.
reading that gem scribe will know what it is.
Amen to that. And so if it gets you what you want,
And you're okay with it, and I have some people that say, absolutely not, it has to be a natural diamond, and that's fine with me.
Right.
And you go, you know what? That $8,000 3 carat looks really, really good right now.
I love that.
And again, I'm not presenting it. I'm not asking for anything. other than to make you happy and to make her happy.
Right. I love that. Thank you so much for stopping by the set.
Thank you.
So much for making a difference in the lives of other people, because you have that heart that's bigger than Texas, that you always want to touch people. So I love that you are our diamond expert, and I love that you want to stop by the set just to talk a little bit about it. And I love that you just make a difference. So I love you, Jeff Standley.
Thank you, Deborah
Aw.
Kennedy.
So, Jeff Standley, amazing. The 4 C's, and size doesn't always matter. It's about the love factor. So, he has versed us on the importance of the 4 C's, but what he really versed us on was you need to select the diamond that fits in your budget, that fits in your heart, and that fits with your love.
To view this entire episode or to view other past episodes, please visit our podcast site at DeborahKennedyShow.com.
Deborah Kennedy Show viewers, there is an event coming to town that you will not want to miss. Mark your calendars, Saturday, September 28th. Empower Her. Follow me on social, check me out on Facebook. But the one thing that's for certain, you will want to grab your ticket so you can be in the audience. Empower Her. It has your name on it. Mark your calendars and see you on September 28th.
If you are in the fashion, art, or entertainment industry and would like to be a guest on The Deborah Kennedy Show, just go to DeborahKennedyShow.com and you could be a guest just like me.
Tonight, I am so excited to have the amazing Allison Bridges on the set. Excited, girl!
So excited.
Oh, I just want to talk about the mastermind behind your new revolution. I
Oh, my
attended
goodness.
your grand opening, and girl, tell our
Yes.
audience, tell
Yes.
everything. Dish.
Oh my goodness. So what a lot of people don't know, so I'll give you the scoop first. The grand opening was actually planned in 3.5 weeks. We ran really, really tight with the schedule, so we actually didn't even know if the construction was going to be done. It literally was finished the night before the grand opening. I'm not even joking. And funny story, I had an event planning business back in the day. And so when we started talking about who was going to be the person who planned the grand opening, of course I wanted to do it.
Of course.
And I think the overall goal of it was to give everyone just a taste of luxury for an evening, something that we all deserve but don't necessarily always get to do, right?
Right.
And so a lot of grand openings that I've personally attended or I've done for other businesses were very centered around a promotion and an immediate call to action before the business had even broke ground, really. So with this, the goal was to, again, provide that luxury experience and just a little taste of what their experience will be when they come in for whether it's a facial or a wellness treatment or even Botox, if you will.
Well,
So,
I'm going to say it was very different. It was very luxurious, very
Yes.
LA.
Yes.
So I want to talk about the why, because it's
Absolutely.
so different from anything that I've experienced.
Yes. Yeah. So for me, my background has been in the health, wellness, and beauty space really since 2004. And I've seen a lot of great businesses that had really great things going for them. But what I found throughout my journey is there was just something missing from every place that I was at. And I had never been 100% in charge of building anything from the ground up until Novella. And so when I got the opportunity to do that, of course, I'm walking through there. I'm like, there's going to be a salt wall that's going to go right over there, and we're going to put a cafe here, and so on and so forth. But I really just felt like our guests deserve so much more than they were getting out of an experience in terms of med spa and wellness. Like I said, something's always missing. And so all of the things that I wish I had as a female, and even things that didn't even exist, I put underneath Novella's roof, and that's kind of where the vision was born.
Well, it's
So-
very magical because it is about an experience. You know, I was reading so many articles lately that people don't want things anymore. They
Right.
want experiences. And that's what's more important is the experience. And that's, I think, what you want to parlay
Yes.
to Charlotte is it's really about the experience.
Absolutely. So as soon as you walk through the doors, I tried to create an environment where you would just gasp. That was the goal. I wanted you to feel like you were not where you were actually at. So more of a retreat type environment where you don't even realize, you're in Charlotte, North Carolina. Beautiful city, but again, it's always really, really nice to have like an escape from reality. So that's where you start. From there, you're greeted by our experience managers. So we don't have a sales team or anything like that. We're fully focused on the experience. Our metrics are around the experience and the Net Promoter Score. And so from the very beginning, you're greeted with, what would you like to drink? What would you like to eat? We even serve euphoric beverages to really kind of get your mind in that relaxing state without, alcohol or anything like that. And then from there, you get to choose what your room smells like. So one of my pet peeves, funny enough, is when I've had facials places, everyone just assumes that you love lavender.
Right.
You actually probably, not all of us love lavender. So I tried to give 3 very different scents that we actually blended specifically for Novella that you would get to smell while you're enjoying your treatment, so you can actually enjoy that. And then continuing on, we do have like a cafe where you can enjoy a beverage, euphoric beverage, charcuterie, whatever it is, with someone that you maybe came in with, or if you are kind of on the go like me, I've spent a lot of my time on my laptop in my car in between appointments because there's no
laptop
literally in my car, embarrassing.
As you're driving.
Well, not that, but close enough. But anyways, I made this little cafe so that we had a place for working females to relax or just to gather together. There's a little bit of a disconnect in the industry with it being very like in and out. And so we actually don't even have clocks at Novella.
So what I love too also is that it's so powerful for women.
Yes.
It's like empowered
for
the female clientele.
Yes.
And because it's run by females. And so that the experience is going to be what people will remember.
Absolutely.
So I would say there can be all the bells and whistles, but if the customer experience isn't amazing and something that's memorable, it doesn't really matter. So that's what you're trying to create. And you have like all these powerful women that are part of it, which I love. And I could feel the vibe from you when I first met you.
Yeah.
That you are about empowering other women and you are about the experience. And that's what I think is unique.
Yeah. So our tagline is write your own story. And so when it's actually on the back of our wall as you walk by to our sanctuary, our little wellness center. And I have a couple of beliefs that I'll share with you. One, I believe that female bodies are not trends. So I really want to empower people to be comfortable in their own skin, whatever makes them feel best. And it might not be, the flavor of the week that's in the media. You know what I mean? So that's first and foremost. Secondly, we're all going through things that, you might not ever know about, right? We don't share every single thing. And so I want to be the person that makes people feel wonderful when they're having a bad day, or, they know if they walk through Novella, they're going to feel a million times better about themselves. And so we're here to help you. We're experts at injectables, skincare, and wellness, all of those different things. But we actually take the time to ask you when you come in, what are 3 things that you absolutely love about yourself? And what's one thing that you'd like help with today? And so we start that just, speaking of the good and then speaking of the change that we want to make, and then we hone in on the change and guide you through all of that.
So I'm going to be honest and say what I was intrigued about and wanted you as a guest is because you are adding the wellness aspect to it with the hormone imbalance and so many things that it all ties in together.
Yep, absolutely.
But yours is unique in that you are actually tying all 3 of these together under one roof.
Yeah. So I'm very passionate about the wellness industry myself. I became very passionate. I have degenerative disc disease and actually at one point lost complete feeling in my right foot. I couldn't even drive. It was rough. And that was at the young age of 29 with 2 children.
Wow.
And one of the first things I found before having back surgery was actually infrared saunas. And it absolutely changed my life, got me back running with my son, and did so much for me. And then the deeper I dove, I realized that infrared saunas and light therapy can help people with autoimmune diseases, hormonal imbalances, issues with just their overall health. It can help people live longer too. And so if you can take something like that and help from that standpoint, but then also a cosmetic standpoint, meaning you'll age, slower, your skin will look better, all those different things. You just have the perfect
Full circle.
That's everything
wellness
together.
and
Health and wholeness from the inside
The
out.
balance.
And so why would we not do that?
Absolutely.
So
Well, I love you. Thank you for stopping
Yes,
by
you
the
too.
set. You're such an inspiring woman. We love inspiring, empowering women, and I love that it's a woman-owned business.
Yes, thank you.
And it's going to be amazing. I'm so excited that we have it right here in our back
yes,
door.
absolutely.
So thank you,
Yes,
Allison.
thank you so much. Such a pleasure.
Allison Bridges from Novella. Oh, it is an experience that you will not want to miss.
If you are in the fashion, art, or entertainment industry and would like to be a guest on The Deborah Kennedy Show, just go to DeborahKennedyShow.com and you could be a guest just like me.
Deborah Kennedy Show viewers, there is an event coming to town that you will not want to miss. Mark your calendars, Saturday, September 28th. Empower Her. Follow me on social, check me out on Facebook. But the one thing that's for certain, you will want to grab your tickets so you can be in the audience. Empower Her. It has your name on it. Mark your calendars and see you on September 28th.
To view this entire episode or to view other past episodes, please visit our podcast site at DeborahKennedyShow.com. You can view the complete episodes right on the website or subscribe to the show via iTunes or your favorite podcatcher. Thanks for watching.
Hey guys, I'm Valerie from Be Faith Yoga, and today I'm going to show you a really quick warm-up that you can use at the beginning of your practice or just at the beginning of your day. So one of the things that's most important to me is to bring some movement to all of your joints. So we're going to start out with just inhaling our arms up over our head. Quick inhale up, point through your fingertips. Exhale, come down. Good, inhale up. Exhale, coming down. One more, inhale up. Exhale, coming down. Good. This time, inhale up. Exhale, drop your right hand and lean to your right. Just really stretch through that left side body. Inhale up. Exhale, left hand down, lean to your left. Good. Inhale up. Exhale, right hand down, lean to your right. Inhale up. Exhale, left hand down, lean to your left. Inhale up. Exhale, right hand down, lean to your right. Inhale up. Exhale, left hand down, lean to your left. Good. Inhale straight up. On the exhale, I just want you to bring your hands in front of you. So here I want you to start to roll out your wrist. So making this nice rolling motion in your wrist here, just bringing some movement into that wrist joint. And then when you're ready, stop and go the other way. So really important when you're warming up your body at the beginning of the practice that you get these joints nice and loose and ready for the practice. Good, and then when you're ready, just bring your palms up and then down and then up and then down and then one more time, up and then down. And then bringing your hand straight up, just start to kind of wiggle through your fingers. So this always feels a little different. And just see how your fingers feel today. Do they feel tight? Are they loose? And just wiggle your fingertips. and your fingers. Don't forget about your thumb. And then when you're ready, just kind of shake it out. Bring some movement into those wrists. Get that blood flowing there. Good job. All right, from here, just bring your hands down to your knees. You're going to put your legs nice and wide. You're going to stack your shoulders right over your hips. Get nice and long in your spine and start to move your ankles up and down. So bringing that same movement you brought to your wrists, to your ankles, coming up and down. If you'd like, you can rotate them one way and then the other. Good, and then when you're ready, just bring them back to neutral. You're going to try to spread your toes wide and start to wiggle through your toes. So again, a little bit strange to see your toes wiggling and spreading wide, but it feels so good. Just watching those muscles in your feet. Good. And then when you're ready, just come back to your nice easy position here. We're going to do one more thing and roll out the shoulders. So inhale your shoulders up, exhale, roll back. Inhale up, exhale, roll back. One more. Inhale up, exhale, rolling back. We're going to inhale up, exhale, roll forward. Inhale up, exhale, rolling forward. Inhale up, exhale, roll forward. Bring those shoulders back to neutral. Bring your hands to heart center. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste.
To view this entire episode or to view other past episodes, please visit our podcast site at DeborahKennedyShow.com. You can view the complete episodes right on the website or subscribe to the show via iTunes or your favorite podcatcher. Thanks for watching.
If you are in the fashion, art, or entertainment industry and would like to be a guest on The Deborah Kennedy Show, just go to DeborahKennedyShow.com and you could be a guest just like me.
So just look inside. There's an